So today it's time to talk about BeatEmUps Wood from BeatEmUps. Now, him and I are obviously very polar opposite people. He's bright and cheery, and you feel good watching his videos, and they're well edited. And then you have me, dark, brooding, curmudgeon, not really well edited videos. We're kind of a yin and yang of the YouTube sphere. Now, Wood is a buddy of mine, but a lot of times our content doesn't intersect quite like it used to. We used to make very similar content all the time, and now we've kind of gone in different ways. But recently, he made a video that I watched, and I really enjoyed it, and I felt like I could expand upon it even more, and trying to bring back almost the video response era of YouTube, because I think Wood was actually right about this, and a lot of people are just kind of not paying attention to it, kind of because of the timing of it. But I feel like there is a reason for talking about it now with the timing of it. I'll have a link to his original video in the description box down below, so make sure you go check out his video after checking out mine. But I want to make a little response here, because today we're talking about this monstrosity, the Nintendo Switch eShop. And the first thing that people are going to say is, well, why are we talking about this now? Why are we bringing up problems with the eShop now? Because of the fact that it has been 7+ years, and the problems that existed on day one still exist now, and now there's even more problems. And the real issue that I have with this eShop is, what is to make me believe that this is going to be completely revamped for the new system? Remember, everyone loves to show that little photograph, that little stupid chart that Nintendo made saying that your Nintendo Switch Online account will transfer over to your next system. So am I to believe that this is going to transfer over as well, and this is the infrastructure that I'm going to be dealing with? Because if so, you need to revamp this entire freaking thing. Now, one of the things that Wood brought up was, of course, just how sluggish this is. And I'm doing everything in real time here, so you could see loading, like none of this is fast. None of this is well done. Even navigating through the thing, like I'm pressing up and down, there is a lag with how you press up and down with it. Like, is it overbearing on the system? Is there too much going in with what you're trying to do here? Are you trying to show too many images? Like, I don't understand what sort of online server is being used for the Nintendo Switch Online eShop. And whatever it is, it sucks. There's no flair. There's no pizzazz. There's no welcoming feeling here. It's dark. It's cold. It's sterile. The only thing they did was change. Remember when they changed the color to red when it was Mario's 35th anniversary? And then they changed it back to orange. Disgusting. You go to the recent releases section here. Just absolute vomiting diarrhea. Reskinned crap. Nonsense crap. This kind of crap. And people look at this stuff and they're like, oh, well, hentai solitaire, hentai dating stories. What in the name of Christ are we doing here? Look, I'm not here to kink shame you. I'm not. But I think the hentai stuff is kind of weird, bro. I think it's kind of weird, and that's just my opinion on it. But the problem is, these games that are being dumped on here are of the lowest quality. They're reskins of games that we've seen before. There's a channel out there that actually looks at different games that are reskins of other games. Anytime you see like these war games and stuff like this, like wartime premiums, these are all reskinned asset flips of things that already exist in the world that people just remake over and over again. There are companies out there that are working on Nintendo Switch games that are essentially just that. But how did we get to this point of crap? Well, you got to go back to the Wii U days, because when the Wii U was in its prominent stage, you had nothing really going on from bigger developers. So they opened the door to the indie developers, and a lot of indie developers did flock to the Wii U, and there were tons of great indie titles. But even then, you started to see the cracks in the foundation. You started to see the nonsense, games like Meme Run and stuff like that. There was a studio that would take very low quality mobile ports and bring them over to the Wii U, but people would buy them because they were cheap, they didn't know any better, and there was nothing to play on the Wii U. The Switch is a completely different era, and the most bizarre thing about this is Nintendo actually looks at all of these games before they are allowed onto the eShop, because they're checking for things such as, you know, to make sure that you have the right graphical settings in there. You have to have certain, you know, resolutions in the core of your game. You have to have certain things in your instructions before they will approve it. But there's no approval on quality. Basketball Slam Dunk 2004? Like, what? This is terrible. This is terrible. And you have to, like, why? Hentai Paradise, hentai dating stories, hentai solitaire. Why is there so much hentai on here? I'm not here to kink shame, but it's weird. And the real problem, though, with the eShop is that none of this is customized to you or tailor-suited to your buying structure, to what you like to play, what you like to buy. Why in the name of God would you put under great deals Among Us at the top here? Why? I own Among Us. You know I own Among Us because it says purchased. If a game is purchased already by me, don't put it in my great deals. There's no reason for these games to be in my great deals. There's no sort of algorithm with the Nintendo Switch eShop that allows you to find things based on previous purchases. And I'm going to go a step further, because Wood does cover the algorithm quite a bit and how other storefronts do have algorithms. I'm going to go ahead and say that they need to implement a rating system. There is nothing wrong with a rating system. If I'm looking at stuff on the Xbox, every single Xbox digital game has a rating attached to it based on a 5-star thing that is done by users who have purchased the game. As long as it is a verifiable purchase of the game and it's not a situation where you get some weird review bombing crap with Metacritic, you know, that we see time and time again, then I think it's very smart to have review rating systems like that. But if you can't give me that, at least give me a freaking algorithm that's not showing me a bunch of games that I've already purchased. Like, I don't understand why everyone is just content with this. Everyone is just satisfied with this terrible layout. You know, these horrible games that just get really, Tactical Bandits. I'm sure that's a built from the ground up game. Like, I don't get why more people don't complain about this. And to bring sort of everything back full circle, this is what I'm to believe is going to be on the successor system. Because what do I have to go on that would tell me that this is not? You know, everything that Nintendo has said, if my account is going over, and I'm assuming my purchases are going over, does that mean I'm stuck with this old archaic layout of the eShop? Oh, look, this is a perfect game, because there's a bum fighting game that is out there right now, which is bizarre because Bum Fights got, you know, taken down years ago, and this is a copy of it. This isn't the actual game. Like, this is a copy of it. Like, copycats, nonsense, hentai, and nothing is tailored. That is a Terminator. Look at that. That is a Terminator. I'm done here. Because Wood is 100% spot on with his video. He talks about some other problems that he has with the eShop as well. I suggest you go check out that video. Like I said, I have it linked in the description box down below, but this is dog water. This is crap. This is bullshit. This needs to be revamped from the ground up for the next system. You know, if we're going to start talking about the next system, we're going to start thinking about the next system. This is problem number one. This is what needs to be addressed on day one. There needs to be some sort of quality control, and if you're not going to give us quality control, let us leave a review of a game on a numerical basis, so that way people can see if a game is quality or not. You obviously don't seem to care about closing the borders and letting only, you know, games that are clearly of at least somewhat quality, and quality is a subjective thing, but like, everything about this sucks, and it never really got any better. And it's still not. You can put a little crappy search bar in there, but you're still having to search for something. There's no organic sort of thing. And it's not just, you know, YouTubers talking about this. It's not just YouTubers that have been talking about this. Developers themselves have gone on record saying that they don't like the eShop because there's no sort of discovery. There's no sort of algorithm. And if this is on the next system, we're going to have a problem. So let me know in the comments section down below. What do you think about this? Is this overblown? Because it's not at all. It's a real problem. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure you check out Wood's video, link in the description box down below as well. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell if you're here and you made it all the way to the end. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.